Yeah, and I'll say what any entrepreneur or wannabe entrepreneur has said or thought, that Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad really changed my life, thinking about like assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take money out of your pocket. And it's like if hypothetically, if you had enough assets that paid for your expenses, then you're financially free. And it was probably like 2017, 2018. We wrote all the numbers down and we're kind of thinking, okay, what do we need coming in to just be good? Yeah. And you said something in our call a few weeks ago, like that survival stage is sometimes the most difficult part, getting up to maybe like $5,000 a month or $7,000 a month. And we're kind of churning that out, trying to get to that point.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, and you will compromise things that you don't want to do. It's like where our prostitute archetype comes out to play. It's like we'll prostitute ourselves off in different areas. And hey, I've been there. Like I've been in the survival phase, and I've been in it for most of my life. Right, my parents weren't wealthy. That's for sure. They had 4 kids they needed to feed. So and one person working. Very different. You couldn't do that these days, I don't think, with the way the economy is. But yeah, that's getting out of the survival phase is a tricky one. And I think we recently touched on this on one of our recent calls, is like, we will make decisions based out of fear. That's what a lot of people were doing when they come into our space, right? They're like, I need to buy a business as soon as possible to get me out of the survival phase. And they're doing it out of fear, and they have this fear of missing out on a good asset. So they rush into something. One of the guys in the group said, I just joined the group. I found a site on Flipper. It's about to end in 2 days. Should I skip parts of the course to just get to the due diligence part, so I can do due diligence and buy this business? And he got absolutely shut down by some other graduates in the group, and not shut down, but just like, hey, this is a different perspective on how you should approach it. What do you think about that when you joined and through your journey in the community?
There's a difference in a scarcity mentality and an abundance mentality when I hear you say that, when I hear about that new Bob member. Because if the scarcity mentality tells you it's like there's only a few good deals out there, and if I don't jump on this one at this very moment, then I'm not going to win. And the abundance mentality is like there's opportunities everywhere if you know where to look for them. And I don't have a huge track record of buying online businesses, but in just life, if you put your nose to the grindstone and you're looking for opportunity, that's when opportunity kind of finds you. And those opportunities are not going to find you if you're just kind of sitting on your butt, kind of just waiting it out typically. But then you mentioned something in one of your podcasts that I heard a while back, but it's like, if your goal is to get out of the job in a month, like maybe you shouldn't even do this, because you're probably going to pull the trigger on the wrong thing. And if you buy the wrong house, if you buy the wrong piece of real estate, like at the end of the day, there's still a fourplex there. It's not going to burn down. But like I feel like if buying online businesses perspective, if you buy the wrong one without proper due diligence, like you could really buy a lemon. So like your course is super helpful, trying to do the due diligence to find the right thing.